Hi, welcome to my channel, Wren Country Sticks. Now, we're trying to build up a lot of videos that we lost in the past, and we're starting from scratch. And I've had a repair come in. It's not a stick I made, it's one I bought in and sold to a customer. And it's come back, it's been broken. So I thought, well, we might as well make a video of this, and if it's successful, then we'll put it on YouTube, and we'll look good. Anyway, so you can see the original maker carved a peg on the hazel, and then that was, as I say, mated up into a hole in the horn, and I think that's about 12 mil, if I'm not mistaken. So that's broken. It needs to be repaired. So what we're going to do, well, what we have done so far, is mate up the broken bits so that we get an accurate match, because the actual joint is, I don't think it was particularly straight. I think it was a little bit on an angle. So everything wants to mate up once we do the repair. So we've put some tape on, and I'll just show you what we've done. So we put a bit of tape on and got everything accurate. This doesn't want to go back to the moment. There we go. Drew a line down there which makes top and bottom together. Then we've cut the tape so we can part the thing. So we're going to leave that tape on and use that as a guide for when we reassemble the actual stick. Now, not sure which way we're going to go. I've checked, I've got rapid epoxy resin, that's what I'm going to use. I don't know whether I'm going to use a wooden peg or whether I'm going to use an aluminium peg, like you've seen me use on the pointer. See, we've got the pointer here, so that's it. We're going to chop that length down a wee bit, but that'll be, if I've got a piece of this, that'll be about right, and that'll leave me a little bit more wall thickness on the hazel. So I'm just warming the shed up now to so the glue will dry properly, and I think what we need to do is flatten these ends off, maybe even drop a dome in them so we can line up a drill bit properly and get all this accurate. The shank will go into a simple wooden jig I've got. That'll hopefully keep it absolutely vertical, so I can get a vertical hole in the hazel without running off. On the handle, a little bit different. We'll have another jig, but I don't want to be pressing too much on the horn and affecting the polish or anything. I mean, it's not highly polished, but I don't want any marks putting on this, so we'll have to think about how we're going to protect this while we get this lined up, and then we can, as I say, drill into that accurately. But we're going to need to sort of do something with this, flatten it off so the drill bit doesn't run off. That's going to be a danger there. So as I say, same with this one, flatten that off, and then as I say, if we could make it sort of a bowl effect, and bring the drill bit in fairly central. So that's the plan at the moment. As soon as we get organised, as soon as the shed warms up, we'll get prepared, and we'll carry on filming. Right, okay, we're in the workshop, the shed, the garage, whatever you want to call it. We've masked the shank off a little bit more, and we'll put a bit more tape on the handle. And what we've got to do now, as I say, is just flatten this end off a little bit and see if we can get some method of centralising the drill bit. So 1 minute. You can see what we've done here. We've used this little ball thing on the fordham and made a bit of a, let's say, bowl shape in there, which actually picked up the, I think, the pith right in the middle. So that might be a good guide point. So we'll try and do the same to the horn handle and see if that helps. That's what we've also done now before we drill, is just clean up this outer edge around what will be the hole. And we use one of these bits again, the one that works rather like a bit of a plane. So just cleaned up all the old glue around there, make sure we get a decent join. We'll have to do the same to the horn as well. We're changing over now to this other bit and just clean up this edge a bit. Right, so what we've got now, while that peg was pretty central when it was first cut on this shank, the hole that the maker drilled for to take the peg doesn't look particularly central. So you can see we've got a bit more material at the back here than we have, elsewhere. We're going to have to be careful what we do with this. Maybe that we can have allow a bit of slack, and as long as we line up these marks on the shank and on the horn and get the thing leveled up, we should be okay. But yeah, we'll do what we can. I think we best drill central on that and see whether things line up when we come ready for gluing. If they don't, we'll have to say allow a bit of slack and see if we can get things matched up. But we've now got a clean edge along there, so that should be okay. There's no original glue on there, and I think it was like a typical wood glue, a hard glue that they used to mix in a pot. Right, this is my setup for drilling shanks. The shank is in a block there, as you can see. It's all anchored down to the bed there. This now is lined up, so it should be pretty accurate, and hopefully once we start drilling, nothing should move. So as soon as we've drilled what we need, we'll come back. We put some tape on because we only want to go about 65 mil, and we'll do the same on the horn. So we'll be back in a mo. That's it. That's our hole drilled now. So we need to prepare the horn and do similar. I'm going to use a different setup for that. I might have to, as I say, protect the horn a bit more. Right, so there we are. That's the aluminium peg we're going to use, and we'll rough that up what we'll do, we'll flatten one side off for the glue to be able to move through freely, and do the same for the horn now. Right, okay, we've glued in this pin now. It's just been glued in. We're going to leave that to dry. That's auto cure. That's supposed to be 5-minute epoxy. We'll probably give it a bit longer than that. Very, very cold in here, although I've got a heater on. So what we've done, not only have we mixed the two-part epoxy, but we've also warmed up the actual tube. I always warm the tube up with a hot air gun, try and get the two parts to flow fairly easily. And even after a minute or two of heating with hot air gun, that was hard to squeeze out. So once we mix the glue, we've just got to give it a few seconds of heat again, and also a few seconds while it was in the hole and on the peg, and just to help that drop down. So as I say, we're going to leave that while we get on with the actual horn now. Right, this is my little jig for drilling handles, and all it is just to try and get the actual neck in a vertical position and square. So the clamps are on quite lightly, enough just to hold it in place. And because this is obviously tapered, there's a little bit of packing there, just to push that out a wee bit. So obviously a little bit of leather there just to protect the horn a bit. We're going to get this lined up now and drill into the horn, and keep our fingers crossed we're running accurate. So what we've just done is just drop the drill bit down, try and line that up. Looks pretty good. I'm hoping it's okay. As I say, we trust to luck now. Right, we've got this, well, it's gluing now. I've had a bit of a battle with this to try and get it really well lined up. The epoxy's in, it's cooling now, and hopefully it'll harden up fairly quickly. So I need it to get relatively rigid, and I can start taking this tape off. I don't want the tape to get glued to the bark and what have you. As I say, being a bit of a battle, things didn't quite line up as I wished. The first aluminium that we used, we'll show you here, that was the first one. Didn't work too well, so we had to heat the shank up, and well, not the shank, but the actual aluminium, and then soften the glue up enough to pull that out, and then cut a fresh piece. And that worked a wee bit better. I don't know what was wrong with the first piece, it just wouldn't line up. So there we are. So as soon as this flashes over, we can take the tape off, and hopefully this will harden off without any movement. Right, so we're almost done. I've just put the heater on underneath this. It's pretty cold in this workshop. Got most of the tape off without disturbing anything. So we just need this to cure pretty well, and then just tidy up a little bit, clean the horn up a little bit, and as I say, leave that for a couple of days, make sure it's properly cured, and that can go back to the customer. So it's been a short video, I think. Not been particularly helpful, I suppose, because as I say, once we hit the problems, we just needed to sort it out. As I say, just replacing the aluminium rod seems to have sorted it. Whether the original one was a little bit out of true, I'm not really sure. So there we go anyway. Bit of a, what would you call it, stocking filler, that one. So thanks for watching, and I'll have to go because I've got a battery warning. So see you again.